and welcome, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me here for your July Zodiac Wheel forecast. So I'll focus in for Taurus for July 2020. What messages are there for Taurus this month? I invite Great Spirit, angels, Divine Source and guides to join me in this reading for Taurus highest good and for the good of all concerned. Okay, so we've got possible romance there with that Knight of Cups. Certainly coming from a very self-expression of love and artistic quality with that Knight of Cups as well. It's indicating matters of the heart. And the Three of Pentacles is indicating here that there is enough money to get what it is you're trying to acquire. The end of a difficult situation also being indicated there with the Ten of Swords. And it's in the area of maybe it's a message you've got to get across, or you're receiving some information that it is ending a difficult situation for you. Victory, acknowledgement, so it'll be good really that this situation here has come to its conclusion, because you'll feel that you can move forward now. Generosity being shown there. Even a windfall possible there, but be careful of gambling. Don't take a risk. Success here. Also with the Chariot. The Empress is being very maternal energy there with that, especially with this Knight of Cups here. The romance and looking for that deep connection with someone. Possible birth of a child or pregnancy also being indicated there. But don't rush into anything. There could be choices you need to make within a relationship. So you might have two people to choose from, for example. This is rest, recuperation, taking a break, getting to the top of the mountain though, with the Ten of Wands there, being able to really tackle the last leg of the journey in your professional life, or in that field anyway. There's gossip and news. You're going to get some important news. And there's loyalty being shown there with the Queen of Wands. So you're looking for that loyalty factor in your career and in your personal life. Now, Taurus, you do like stability and structure. It's like the cornerstone of your life. But you're coming across and expressing yourself in a sensual way. So you're really being very attractive and attracting people into your life. Okay? So you are still wanting stability, but in that stability you're also being flexible, which is good because you've got Uranus in Taurus at the moment, which is affecting your first house. So there will be those that see you as a bit eccentric, and you sort of do have that eccentric urge to express yourself maybe in a dramatic fashion. All right? There's no doubt about it, you're certainly being original of how others are seeing you and how you're presenting. And you're also pursuing new ways in how you want to be seen. You're pursuing... So you're sort of, in a way, reinventing yourself, Taurus. But there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? And if you've been feeling a little bit scattered or restless with your financial situation, the Three of Pentacles are letting you know that you are going to have enough to be able to do what you need to do. So you need to focus your abilities. He's focusing here on what he's painting. So keeping the focus. Your restlessness is wanting you to do something different, and the soul energy is longing for new perspectives and new experiences. Even painting a new picture, telling a new story. But you're really developing that mode of communication that comes from a place of compassion. If you're feeling the effects of the shadow side of the second house energy, which is being influenced by the North Node in Gemini, then you could find yourself being a bit of a know-it-all, or being obsessed over you've got to have a certainty, you've got to be given guarantees, which can be a bit hard because there are no real guarantees in this life except what you put in it and how you make it manifest for yourself, really. And it's to do with your finances. Alright? Your internal security. So yes, be cautious, but if you prepare yourself well, you can embrace this period ahead and learn the lessons and really see yourself being able to focus on providing monetary and physical comfort for yourself and others. Alright? So there's networking needed as well. And exchanging information, looking for that person that can give you the information that you're needing to understand. Now there may be some of you too who really want to get going on they may be writing something. It could be music, it could be a story, a movie, a script. This is letting you know that you could become very committed. It's a good time to start on that kind of thing as well. Now here in the third house on the 20th of July you have the new moon in Cancer. Okay? So that is letting you know that there are rules and transformations taking place with the new moon in Cancer. But you can put your intentions forward with the new moon. Do a little ritual where, and put in the effort to actually focus your attentions on where you want to go from here, from the 20th of July, with that Cancer moon. So if you're coming from a superficial place, with this Cancer moon being the axis of the 3rd house and 9th house being triggered there, then you could fall short. So just reflect on whether or not your ideas are useful in relation to the broader philosophy. So, and it's also letting you know that a confrontation of opinions and truths can occur, which can force you to examine in great detail over and over again how to blend the diverse thoughts and opinions and ideas into philosophy and belief that you're evolving with now. Because you are being confronted in a way with what you feel is justified and correct, and what is considered to be authority, and what is the law or tradition. You may find it necessary to broaden your home base and location as well. Because you've also got Mercury retrograde here until the 12th of July when it moves forward. So you rethink old habit patterns, old associations can re-emerge. Now, when you've got Mercury retrograde in your 3rd house, you need to become more aware of that kind of thing. Once Mercury goes direct after the 12th of July, which is 13th of July, it'll be stationary direct and moving forward, then your attention to detail really comes forward. And you'll be paying, you're aware of the situation, and now you're paying attention and moving forward. You could be reorganizing, reviewing, rehashing, reevaluating, or resetting something that lay dormant for the last few months. Could be moving that forward here now too. It's showing victory with home, property, hometown, country, your inner world, your inner life, your family. There is that sense of taking pride in your home and in your family. And you could find that in your family you are the centre of attention in your home environment as well. I like this 6 of Wands energy, that fire energy of the Wands. It's showing initiative. And success, recognition. There's a cause to celebrate within the family to do with a house, home, property, hometown, home country. It's your inner world. It's giving you a lot of satisfaction. And there's generosity being shown here with the 6 of Pentacles, and especially with it being in the area of your joy, where you find your joy, and the giving and receiving of love is also playing out here as well. So I do feel that there's there is financial Kobe, sit down. Just sit. So there is financial generosity being shown, or you're the one showing that generosity. Now here you have victory with the Chariot there. Also two possibilities, two directions that you can choose to do with your day-to-day routine, your working life, your job, career, career, but it's more just the daily grind of your job, co-workers, your health, your hygiene, your exercise regime. So I do feel that you're feeling that you're successfully being able to blend those things to make them flow easier in your life with that Chariot. There also could be some travel involved with the job that you do. And here with the Empress in your intimate relationships, this is a very good sign of success and fruitfulness. In your business relationship, it is also a sign of fulfillment and nurturing that business as well. Now you may find that the relationship is intense and you need to aim for positive growth in that relationship, whether it's business or intimate, because you don't want it becoming a drama or negative emotions overriding it. This is also a sign of fertility for those of you that may be wanting to have children or fall pregnant. The Empress is a fertility card, so it may be a good time to try that here through July. For others, it can be representing the fertility of the relationship. And it's also an abundance card, so there will be prosperity there shining on the relationship as well. Now here you've got the Seven of Pentacles. So in the area of your finances that you and shared resources. So with that polar axis there, you've got the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel that what you are earning and contributing to your own funds and reaching out to get assistance from outside sources, whether it be banks, governments, insurance companies, people you hold joint resource with, this is showing to pursue it, to focus on ways you can create it from happening. And this is showing that, but it's still in the gestation period, so it's in the early stages of gestation. Again, next to the Empress, it's definitely a pregnancy, a gestation being shown there, and a gestation of your financial plans in connection to dealing with any loans or banks or institutions or government tax returns, that kind of thing. It's coming. And the Seven of Pentacles is letting you know that it is going to be a substantial amount of funding or resources coming your way. Now here is the Four of Swords of hibernating and relaxing and recuperation. So this is in the area for you of higher education, your broader philosophy. So you'll be able to use this time of relaxation and recuperating to do some deep thinking, or even deciding on what path of higher education you may be taking, or you may have to put that on hold. You may have to hibernate that. You see what I mean? Because it does appear that your financial situation is taking paramount here for you through July, Taurus. So the full moon is here in the 9th house. It's in Capricorn on the 5th of July. And the lunar eclipse is on the 5th of July at 2:44 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It could be on the 5th or 6th of July, depending on where you are on the planet, or it may be the 4th and 5th. But in Australia, it's on the 5th. And there's also a stellium that day in Capricorn as well. So it's letting you know to take care of what you can control and let go of what you can't. There is stormy weather being emphasized with that stellium energy there for the political stage. So any government failings will be exposed here through July, and that includes CEOs of companies and things like authority figures. And it being in the 9th house, it could be for you to do with higher education. So it could be college or university or that sort of thing. There'll be something coming to light. There's stormy weather afoot with that stellium there in that 9th house area. So you can find, if you fall short, you may find that you're coming from a superficial place or options, and you may need to just really rethink your ideas in relation to the broader philosophy of what is driving you. Is this the right direction for you to be going in? Because there's confrontation energy there in this 9th house. It's also to do with overseas, long distance travel, foreign cultures. So this could all force you to really examine in great detail, possibly over and over again, of how to blend your diverse thoughts and opinions and ideas. Okay, because it is a belief system and philosophy area. All right. So consider law and tradition. Take that into great consideration, because authority figures are prominent through that time with the full moon lunar eclipse on the 5th of July. So you will also be really driven to broadening your home base and your location, and really making some decisions about higher education. So I'll just ask for the divine direction with that 9th house, Taurus. What message is there for Taurus from the divine direction? Okay. Well, it's backing up the Four of Swords, really, it's saying to meditate, reconnect with your inner spirit, walk, practice yoga, meditate, or listen to music. So quietening the mind to really go within and get the answer that is right for you. When you go walking, angels whisper to you. So walking is really something that I'm getting here for you. Going for a walk, you'll freshen up those thoughts and reconnect with your inner spirit. But music and meditation is also wonderful for that. So decisions to be made, I feel strongly for you Taurians, and you will make the right decision, and it doesn't appear that you're rushing too much, so that's always good. But you do have to end a difficult situation or something that you feel is a bit difficult, and maybe it's to do with communication. Someone's being difficult with you being able to communicate with them. Now, also here in this 9th house area, and the axis is down here to the 3rd house, you may be, as I said, you may find that there's some sort of confrontation for you between what you feel is justified and correct. So the retrograde energy of Pluto, Jupiter and Saturn are making you re-look at that and consider, broaden your perspectives, broaden your philosophy. So there's some sort of confrontation with the opinions and truths of others that can occur. So you'll be really thinking about how to go about that. But it shows that you'll come to a conclusion, and you'll get a completion with it, because you've got the 10 of Swords there. Even though it may be something that you didn't want to have to do, but it's going to be the best way to go about it for the long term. All right, because with that Jupiter, even though it's retrograde at the moment, it will be going direct in September, and that will be a time where you'll see a really new positive phase coming out of your life, and it's due to the decisions and changes and your flexibility following the letter of the law, and that justice and law are not the same thing. All of that is happening and unfolding here now is a part of putting you on that new and positive phase of your life, where you'll be able to plan to study, you'll be able to travel. There's great possibility that you might just decide to change your lifestyle to more truly reflect who you are. Okay? And getting back to your core values and allowing them to guide you now will navigate you well through any rough patches. Okay? So it is a time where your belief systems are being adjusted. You're going to maybe have a bit of tunnel vision, but you'll also be able to really focus on important things that you want to focus on. Start new activities. So there is a shift towards meeting more like-minded people as well. So influential people can be very beneficial to you now. So if you need to get in contact with somebody who you feel is influential, it will be a helpful component. And there's also that renewed vigour and intensity that comes along with that after this period of having a bit of quiet time there with you know, contemplating and just really going within to decide what's the right course of action for you to take. But remember that this time must be used wisely, because the energies can assist you to achieve some great changes and growth and self-discovery about yourself that you never knew existed. So it's a wonderful time. That's why there's so much contemplation and meditation and you know, sort of hibernation involved. You need to do some deep thinking. So big decisions I'm being shown here. And the Ten of Wands is letting you know that yes, you will have a lot of responsibility, but you will be able to carry those responsibilities. And if your security has been unsettling in the recent past because of the situation that's unfolding for us here in the world, this is letting you know that you will really be able to feel the sense of difference between true security and what's superficial. And there will be a slow process of integrating the security needs into your life, which I do feel you will have victory with that, because there is the wands in both areas of the axis here. So that need for security may be slow, but it is developing. So any disruptions or upheavals that you've had, you never fear. There is more of a fundamental recreating going on, and you're a part of creating that. And it'll be more of a balanced inner and outer world. It'll bring more balance to both. Even though you may feel that there is that high probability that you will rearrange your priorities and rearrange time. If you feel the need, take that quiet withdrawal and you'll have peace of mind there. And just remember, with that Saturn going through this area of your 10th house, which is 9th house, 10th house, because it's going back into Capricorn into the 9th house, and then it's coming back into Aquarius in the 10th house. It is bringing profound change, but that does take time. So do continue to be purposeful, which the Ten of Wands is about, your purpose and being purposeful and playing your role and continuing doing the work that needs to be done. Things that did seem, you know, burdensome will be able to be tackled with patience and feel a bit easier to get motivated to do that, because it's a good period for making progress. Okay, now here with the Page of Swords in the 11th house, friendships and associations and manifestation, hopes and wishes, there seems to be some gossip. People are talking, so you're going to get some information, but make sure you find out the difference between fake and truth. Okay, don't just take it as gospel. Do some research in it. So with the 11th house, 5th house axis being triggered here with Neptune in retrograde in Pisces, there is an integration between the ability to give and receive love. And there is that generosity being shown here too. So what you consider your precious gifts will be emphasized here, and how you give that gift of yourself to the world. So there's that giving and receiving of love and or generosity being shown. Okay, and there's also gossip being indicated here. So really scrutinize the information that you get at this time, because there is a high risk of clinging to outmoded alliances that seem to be not really helping create what you're wanting to create, because these areas are the future areas. So you could get some confused or unhelpful information. So search for spiritual and humanitarian friendships, and you can then maybe find that you'll be able to escape from reality through your groups, or friendship groups or associates. Remembering that the Neptune energy in retrograde does make you tired, sort of drags things along, shifts your reality and of your concept of the world as well. So you may actually find that you're seeing people in a different light. You thought they were this, but you find that they're that. Yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, and then you also have here in the area of your subconscious and that which is hidden, and your psychic abilities, you've got the Queen of Wands. So again, that fire sign energy. Now here in July, Mars is in Aries, and Mars will be in Aries for the next 6 months. So there's a lot of action that can be really achieved here. You may find your mind being really, really active, Taurus, with that Mars in Aries. Mars is exalted and is in Aries. It really likes that energy. It rules Aries. And yes, Mars is the god of war, but Aries is the pioneer. So Aries wants to, forge ahead and see beyond the immediate world and what's out there to explore and discover. So that energy is really going to be prominent here. And through July, it's a bit of a navigating also through the new normal. So you may revive an old interest, or you might even start a new one, but with this Queen of Wands here, it will be as you keeping yourself in really good physical condition too. So you'll really get your mojo back with that. Now the Queen of Wands also is a loyal feminine energy in your life. It can be indicating loyalty from the woman in your life. And you have very strong feminine energy with the Empress there in the partnerships as well. The mother, fertility, fruitfulness, loyalty, and a bit of zest for life being shown there. So there's quite a bit of excitement presenting itself here for you. And victory to do with the home, property, land and family. Okay, so I will just focus and ask what your confirmation card is there, Aries. I'll leave it down there so that it... Confirmation of this reading for Aries, for Taurus. Sorry, Taurus. That Mars and Aries is stuck there. There we go. And we have a fire sign, Major Arcana, being shown there with the Strength card. Beautiful. The figure of affinity, the number 8. Cycles within the cycles. Excuse me. True strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness and compassion. And you have tremendous personal power and courage. So use your courage, because your personal power is stronger than what you think, Taurus. Okay, so I'll just ask for your angel message from the guardian angels here for July for Taurus. What message do we have for them? That one's been flying, so I will... The Angel of Comfort. So if you're feeling a bit restless or confused or uncertain, or you've been put out by some message that you received or some sort of communication like that Ten of Swords is suggesting there, then you ask the Angel of Comfort to help you with that situation. But this is letting you know that you will be able to have that life of comfort. And the Angel of Comfort is there guiding you. And number 6 is a significant number for you, Taurus. So thank you so much for joining me here for July's reading, Taurus. If you're not already a part of our community, please do click that subscribe button. And also click like, give it the thumbs up, and if you've got any questions or you'd like to talk about anything, just leave me a message in the comments and I will get back to you. Any details on contacting me I've left down there in the description box for you, okay? So thank you so much. Sending light and love your way, Taurus. Peace. Namaste.